Welcome to Insights. I'm Eric. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to do a Google review here. We're going to keep this one open because nothing has been finalized. And I want to throw this out there as a warning to everyone that's following not only Google, but as well as the bigger tech names that populate some of the large, well-tracked indices that are out there, the NASDAQ 100, and other semiconductor, the stocks, and things of that nature. Google is one of the, and it's one of the FANGs stocks. It represents a key name within that acronym. So we're going to talk about it in terms of the evolution of the trade. The evolution of the trade is interested in stocks either in terms of a nibble, a flip, resets, and then we get into primary trend decline. This one is an FIP, which is a flip, but it's a flip in progress. We know that inside the matrix for everyone who has subscription to the matrix and it just downloads it and watches this, you can follow not only all the stocks that are in the trends tabs, but the individual companies here in the trends tab CO. There's all sorts of assets here that we study in terms of that can be tracked as well. But Google is a company that's in the trends CO, and we know that it's a flip in progress because it either has a 1 here or a 1 there. In the BU, it's bullish. That would be a 1 count right there. BR is bearish, and that's a 1 count. And this is a 1 count to a bearish flip in progress. Now, this is a setup that's not quite finalized yet. We need to see a 2 count in here in order to get a flip, which is an F, and it will be bolded over here, and this whole thing will be highlighted green when it's ready. When we get there, and perhaps for flips to be finalized, they have to finish the end of the month. So Google won't be ready until June 1st or in that time frame if this thing continues to fall down the path that it's going. There are some concerns on a daily basis is that the daily trend has been down for 19 days, and here's the price cycle and the time cycle for that, and they're getting pretty extended. So by the time this primary trend flips, this may not be an immediate chase because of the fact that it's going to be extended on the daily, and you never want to chase an extended composite trend. But we won't talk about that until the flip finalizes, and when it does, we'll do a restricted review for everyone to talk about. This is just a heads up that Google, which is one of the main horsemen carrying the stock market higher, is starting to flip down. It doesn't mean that it's going to do that. I'd keep a close eye on it because it's going to have broad ramifications for the entire stock market. And for a lot of assets, if the stock market starts to sell off, all markets are interconnected. You might see selling in other areas of the market as well as margin selling starts to materialize, especially in a world that doesn't understand trading discipline like we do here. There's a lot of people that are along the equity market. They don't understand what the dollar rally is doing. And when stocks like Google start to go down, and then there's Apple, which is tracked up in here. I think there's 15 or 16 stocks tracked in here. When some of the bigger names start to slide, Amazon was one of them, and you can go watch that review at any time that you want. Google is going to be another critical stock if it goes. Now, we don't have anything to talk about in terms of the metrics because nothing is finalized. We will when we get there. If you are subscribed to the matrix and you get to column BM, I'd take a look at the pro charts. You click this link and you're going to get this, and it is revealing a pretty telling tale of who's doing the buying and selling. This is the pro chart right here, or the pro index right here. This red line, the dark red, is the public index. It tells us who's buying the trend within the rallies, within price. Price is up here. You can see that the professionals started selling right about there as prices not even gone down a lot. There's been hard professional selling all the way through, way more so than the public. So if the professionals started selling right about here and we slide down, you can see the public's been buying the whole way. This is a real warning that the professional is distributing into the public's hands, especially as the primary trend is getting ready to finalize in a flip. These are things that we're going to talk about. We're going to track this. This is a really important stock. I just wanted to provide heads up for everyone that's watching the matrix, either participating in it and keep an eye on it. We'll keep this all closed up. If you're not and you're just looking on, it is something to consider, and keep an eye on Google. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys real soon.